Welcome to Panther Sports Talk. We're talking UNI Wrestling as the 4th-ranked Panthers took down Iowa State here inside the McLeod Center 26-10 for a Big 12 victory and set a UNI attendance record, a McLeod Center attendance record. More people in this building for any other sporting event saw your Panthers take down Iowa State. Over 7,300 fans here. What does it mean to you to see your program have a moment like that?
I mean, a lot of work, a lot of time, a lot of thought put into it and a lot of work behind the scenes, but you kind of think about those moments and building up to it, and you got to have a team that's worthy of it, and then you got to tell a story, and then you got to get people to show up, and I think all the pieces came together and did an incredible job, and something I kind of talked about a couple weeks ago, like in that first prayer, kind of like, hey, let's think about doing this, and then like pieces just started coming together, and man, it was a memorable atmosphere for our seniors, and I couldn't think of a better way to send those guys out.
Yeah, had 6 seniors, 9 total seniors recognized on that day when the Panthers beat Iowa State. You had 6 of them in the lineup. I know a couple have the option to come back, but let's start at the finish. The whole duel finished with a pin. Kyle Golfhofer really went out there and just went to work. Yeah,
I mean, that guy got the first score, but then he answered back and then scored again, and then got into a Turk, and it took forever. I mean, the referee was like, he was 45 points. Like, I'm like, and then get a pin, but I just think, kind of put a cherry on top of things too. And just, I think you want to end something that way, and not end on a few losses. You want to end on something on a high note, and that certainly took us out on a high note.
Had a fantastic match at 149. We'll talk more about Colin Real Buto coming up, but Parker Kekaisen, I tell you what, the career that he's had as a UNI Panther, he's reigning NCAA champion, and he is looking strong in this senior year, and senior day went out with a tech fall, and it was great to see the crowd honor him.
Yeah, I mean, they all got up on their feet. Standing ovations are earned. That doesn't happen for everyone, and I'm so glad that the people did that, because I mean, like I said, we've seen everything he's done and how he's elevated the level of the program. I mean, the whole class has, but he's been the guy that's the ringleader of all that, and really moved it forward. And he keeps talking about how he's going to miss those things, but it's like, then it's worthwhile, right? I mean, you want to miss those things because they meant so much to you, and he's meant so much to us, and I'm fortunate in that we have one more Big 12 and national tournament with him.
Cale Happel ranked 4th in the country. He had a top 15 opponent. He went out there and got things done. What did you see from him in that duel?
Yeah, I mean, kept his right hand moving. That's kind of really going to be one of the big things, because it got tied. I mean, he got to escape right to score. So you got to just wrestle to the next thing. And we talk about wrestling from one thing to the next, and he did it in the biggest moment, and just responded to a guy that raised his level, and he raised his level back. And he's competing really well, and I mean, he likes doing this one, the train. And he is like a train man. Once he gets in front of you, you gotta watch out, because he's gonna run through you.
Coach, you have Max Thompson and Lance Runyon, both ranked in the top 20 in the country, and I know both when you get to the end of March will be really gunning for an All-American spot on the podium. What are you seeing from those two here in the final couple of weeks of the regular season?
I mean, for Jack, kind of his first year in the lineup for a full season, so there's some growing through that. He got incredible offense, and they both have incredible offense. I mean, he got to legs twice and scored, so giving himself a couple more opportunities. Lance was in and took a lot of risk, just wasn't able to convert a score, which, I mean, sometimes that happens in situations, but both those guys are wrestling very well, and they gave themselves opportunities, and we just got to clean a few things up.
Coach, each senior class is special. What does this one mean to you? Because they've gone through a lot.
Oh man, it's hard to put into words, but just think the overall growth, and I would say that there's been a lot of change. I mean, you think about, we left, we're out of the West Gym now, we moved into a different building, we were in here competing, so I think they had to endure a lot of change, and also change isn't a bad thing, there's a lot of growth. I mean, because like I said, we can have 5,000 more people in here than we could in the West Gym, so yeah. They've been a catalyst to the growth of the program, and I mean, that's one thing I'm going to remember about them.
7,348 fans showed up to salute the seniors and this UNI Panther wrestling program, ranked 4th in the country right now, with one more duel before championship season begins. We'll have more with Coach Schwab on that after this.